Another video where today it is game 2 season 1 of my Madden 23 franchise mode. Yesterday we got beaten to a pulp 80 something to 35, but but I did make a few adjustments. Speaking of adjustments, I actually did forget to make an adjustment for the auto subs. Anyway, here we go. Oh my gosh, no! I didn't want to do that, but okay. This is one thing Madden needs to get fixed, dude. Whatever. Whatever, I'll fix that later. Anyway, there were a few players that joined my league off camera, so there are going to be a few usernames that that pop up. I already got 2 people watching. Good load. Uh-oh. My league right now. Let's go take a look at that. Ooh, somebody already finished their league, their game, I mean. Members. Alright, so we got, there's me with the Lions. Alright, Air Reaper is with the Ravens. Who else? Oh. Easy Money Redney is with the Seahawks. Okay. And that guy beat the Bears 31-48. Good lord. Anyway, let's get it going. 0.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Buccaneers and the Titans, next on EA Sports.
By the way, Tom Brady is back for week 2, so I'm glad about that. I thought that was going to be, a worse injury.
We've got a good matchup here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Godd and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win, and I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason.
By the way, I also adjusted the difficulty to be on simulation, by the way.
Jumping all over their guys, so I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to throw right away. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured
Dude, I love
player here as
Tennessee's
well.
uniform color,
Injury's
dude.
never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st down, Brady. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, you hate to see
Tennessee's going to have a pretty bad season if they keep going like this.
We'll take a break and come back. More
with the
preseason action in a moment. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Okay.
Balaj. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Brady's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run it with Balaj. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Brady. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. going to go on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, we talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense. Those are the guys everyone comes to see play each and every week. And that call was pretty easy.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A draw play now. Balaj. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. But now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Carr now on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As crazy as it seems, this is something you should expect. Long passes downfield that get tipped in the air.
Yeah, this is what keeps the DBs up at night, though, these types of plays.
Drives them crazy because you actually practice it. It's called the tip drill. You're supposed to tip it up, and if it is up in the air, go get it. Instead, the offensive guy pulled it down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now a give, running left is Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. Able to hit his target clip, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown. attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Meanwhile, Carr's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the give, this is Harris. And he's got some... And he loses the football the second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. That ball complete to Isabella. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Balaj. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run here with Balaj. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come. From the 44, Brady. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the
Personal
backfield.
foul.
They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Brady now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now they'll throw with Carr. Completion here. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Play action. Now Brady. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Brady. Over. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr now to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. He's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned a ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
York now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the delay, it's Balaj. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Brady now on 1st down. He gets it to Humphreys. And they're going to get this.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Thompson between the tackles. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Final 30 seconds in this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give it here to Thompson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. This is Harris. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, if you have this defense on your fantasy football team, you are loving this right now. Their 2nd touchdown. We're only in the first half. Remember, they had the fumble return for 6 earlier, Charles, and here the INT return.
Yeah, we're still in the first half of this game. This group, they've been awfully quick to capitalize on mistakes made by the offense, and that one they take to the house as well. Be careful with the football with them. They turn it around on you quickly.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Brady now on first down. And hitting Juju on the slant. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, he'll find Smith-Schuster again.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a play fake. Brady. It's caught. Humphreys. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, Brady. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throw, and oh, he coughed it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Harris. To the 43, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Taken down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Titans first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 45 on second down. Carr able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
No better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Second down and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And he just won.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes, right side. The 30, 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brady. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That one caught along along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Brady. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Hey, we don't do what we do.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On play action, now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it. Anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. And meanwhile, for the Titans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Now, we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A first throw for the backup Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Open, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Ryan.
And going deep downfield for Boykin.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 31, Rosen. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play action here with Rosen. Looking sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. That's good. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Dallas, an inside handoff. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
On 1st down, Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Hill. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Handoff to Dallas. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before.
Leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan.
Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Rosen will throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He finds his man, complete. That's Pratt. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Balaj. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 29, Rosen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically, 2nd and 7.
Here's Rosen.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Rosen. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kalen Balaj taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bucs have opened the lead up to 30.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On second down, it's Hill. And he's able to get up here to the 26. First down, and it's Hill again. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Here's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On play action, Rosen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. Now, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Patrick Johnson from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Rosen looking to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
They run it with Balaj. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Now Balaj. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Rosen, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Buccaneers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
Well, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Ryan on first down. He gets this complete to Cephas. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Ryan gets this quickly to Ingram. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Snead. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Throwing again, Ryan. And a quick throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return will stop right around the 25. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense, And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no